Hi, we're Sean and Kristy Michael of LongLongHoneymoon.com. You may be familiar with our books about RV camping on Amazon Kindle. Today we've stopped at Dixie RV in Hammond, Louisiana. And we're going to give you a tour of our own RV, which is a 25-foot Airstream classic travel trailer. We're going to show you the layout of our trailer and some of the upgrades we've made to it over the years. Let's step inside. All right, so this is the interior of our 25-foot Airstream Classic. The first decision you have to make, I guess, when you buy an Airstream or any RV is what kind of floor plan you want on the inside. And over the years, you know, they've been making Airstreams like 80 years, so they've done every possible configuration you can imagine, like front bedroom, middle bedroom, rear bedroom, front kitchen, rear kitchen, middle kitchen, no kitchen. And what we have here is a very traditional Airstream floor plan with the living area in the front of the trailer and the bedroom located in the back. In the center, we have the galley or kitchen area and our bathroom and shower. So simple, traditional, classic.
We bought this Airstream in 2007. It is a 2003 model. When we purchased the Airstream, it had carpet flooring, and we kept that carpet flooring for the first, I guess, 5 years that we owned it. 6 years, I guess. And then last year we took our Airstream to Alaska. Alaska is a little bit of a rough trip for a camper. The roads aren't the greatest. There's harsh weather conditions. At one point we had 9 inches of rain in 24 hours. So that was definitely a test to see if you have any leaks in your camper. We actually did have some water issues and ended up needing to replace our carpet. So we decided to upgrade, and we now have laminate hardwood flooring in our camper, and I love it. It's so easy to keep clean. You can just sweep it, you know, little dust back, and you can suck anything up. It's super easy to keep clean, and we've really enjoyed that upgrade that we've done so far.
That's something that's kind of cool about owning an RV is it's your own little space that you can customize in ways that you like and that appeal to you. And it's very popular amongst the Airstream community to kind of tweak and modify your interior. So we're kind of in the process of doing that. The floor was the biggest change probably overall that we will make, but over time we're going to make additional changes. We're going to swap out the fabrics. I think we're going to have our couch recovered and redo the window valances, and then we may do a little additional paint and some different wallpaper. But that's kind of all part of the fun of owning your own space and traveling in your own space, because you want to customize it so it feels like home to you, and wherever you go, you're home.
Well, this is our little RV kitchen. The only real change we've made in here is the faucet. We had a faucet for the first 5 years we owned our camper and ended up changing it out last year. The previous faucet had a separate spray nozzle that was located over here, and so we eliminated that, put a plug in, and this kind of does it all now. So that's kind of nice, and it just freed up a little more counter space over there. We have just a double sink, you know, pretty standard. These are the covers, so you can use it for extra counter space when you don't need the sink itself, so that's nice when you're preparing a meal or what have you. Under counter storage, trash can, all that good stuff is down there. We have a big pull-out pantry over there, so that's nice. Spice rack is here. That's something that comes standard with these campers, and as you can see, we don't use it just for spices. We have bug spray, Purell, some, you know, Bow Shield, which is like a lubricant that we use outside on the camper a lot. So we got to use it for a little bit of everything. As far as cooking goes, a lot of people don't use their RV stove, and I don't know why, but I use mine all the time. It has a 3-burner gas cooktop, so you know, you can just turn it, light it, you're good to go. So I use that quite a lot. And then there is a full stove, so, you know, I bake and do all sorts of things in here. A couple of other things that our RV camper kitchen has in it is a microwave and a freezer fridge combo. So it really does have everything that you need here to cook a simple meal or something more elaborate. I mean, you know, microwave is great when you want something quick and easy. You've got the freezer if you want to have some frozen food, and then you can see that our fridge is a pretty good size. I mean, you can't stock, you know, a month's worth of food in it, but you've got at least a good week to week and a half, 2 weeks worth of good stuff in there. And that's really all you need. One of the common questions we get about life on the road in an Airstream or camper in general is the showering situation, the bathroom situation, like how does that really work? And a lot of people don't use their showers, which I think is kind of odd. To me, it's the reason why you buy a camper, you know. We use ours all the time. We rarely use a shower at a campground. We bought this shower head about 3 years ago. It's an Oxygenics shower head, and it increases your water pressure and reduces the amount of water that you use. So if you've ever gone camping in an RV, you know that water conservation is key, especially when you're in remote areas. So anything that can help you preserve and conserve your water is, you know, perfect. So we've really enjoyed that upgrade. A couple of other things that we've done in here, we upgraded the faucet to be the bronze to match the new hardware, and we also redid the backsplash. The backsplash was just generic, you know, RV wallpaper, and it's a plastic material, but it looks like tile, and it's super easy to clean, so that's another great feature, and it's super lightweight, so it doesn't add anything to our overall weight, which is always nice.
So this is our living area. This is located in the front of our Airstream travel trailer. What's interesting about this area to me is there's an amazing amount of functionality built into a very compact, small space. So this is my desk / table. This is where I work, you know, do our stuff on the internet, edit all of our videos and photographs and that sort of thing. It's also a dining table. And if we flip it over, we can really have a large amount of space here. And of course, Kristy has one of her own on the opposite side of the Airstream. So really works out well. The couch folds down, so you could have additional sleeping space here. We've got storage space beneath the couch, storage space above the couch. We've got a little credenza with additional storage space, a big screen TV. All of these windows, of course, we could open up and have a great view out of the front of our Airstream. The couch is actually very supportive and comfortable, which is really important in an RV since it's our one primary piece of furniture here. But this is our living area, and I'm just impressed with the thoughtful design touches that are here. And on our walls, we have a substance called mouse fur. It's kind of a really thin carpet, which we kind of like because it's soft and plushy to the touch, and also you can Velcro stuff to it. So for example, here I have our Wi-Fi in Motion Wi-Fi kit just Velcroed out of sight to the wall. So what that's doing is grabbing a nearby 4G cellular signal and kicking out a Wi-Fi network that only we can use and that travels with us down the highway. It's really cool. So and then over here we have a, I don't know, 27-inch, 30-inch flat screen TV mounted that we really enjoy. Can catch the big ball game on autumn Saturdays. So yeah, it's a good little space. I mean, again, somebody along the line over the course of the past several decades has figured out what you need to be happy in an RV, and they will pack it in there. No matter almost what floor plan you choose, you're going to find all of this stuff arranged in a certain creative way. All right, so this is the bedroom of our 25-foot Airstream classic travel trailer. Bedroom is an important place for many reasons, and not just because our site is called Long Long Honeymoon. You gotta have a good night's sleep. If you're gonna enjoy RV camping, you've got to get your rest. And yet, the first time you go RV camping, you probably won't sleep very well, and that's because there are all sorts of little tricks that you learn over time that enhance the sleeping experience in an RV. One of our most popular videos on YouTube is called How to Sleep in an RV. And we go through a number of suggestions that share some tips that we've learned over the years that have enhanced our sleep. For example, our original RV mattress was a thin slice of mediocrity, as I like to say, because it was just a little too thin, not very supportive, not very comfortable to sleep on, because beneath the mattress there are no box springs. It's just basically a big sheet of plywood. So we picked up a foam mattress topper and put it on top of the existing RV mattress, and suddenly the mattress was transformed into a really comfortable place to sleep. Linens, we got some really nice high thread count linens, and lots of pillows. We've got the foam supportive pillows. We've got a sound machine that creates white noise that we have on the wall. That's a portable sound machine, so even if we're camping without an electrical hookup, we can still have white noise, which helps us sleep. We've got lavender spray back here, which again is another sleep aid. Lots of little tips like that we've learned over the years. And now we get a really great night's sleep in our Airstream. We've done some other things back here. We mounted a flat screen TV on the wall, which, you know, these days you gotta have. And we've got a DVD player back here. We've got built-in speakers, so the audio is really good. If we wanted to, we could lift these window blinds and you really have a nice panoramic view back here. You know, there are times when we back into some pretty campsites in places like Malibu, California, and we want to see the ocean. We can see it right out of our bed. We don't have to get out of bed to watch the surf.
Thanks again for coming in and checking out our rig. Be sure to like our Long Long Honeymoon YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And also be sure to follow along Dixie RV's page. They're here in Hammond, Louisiana. And their motto is
Dixie RV, helping you retire one weekend at a time.
Dixie RV, helping you retire one
weekend at a time.
As the door slams on me.